This is a quick video to answer some questions related to Test 2, which is coming up, covering chapters 3 and 10. If you are testing remotely using an external webcam and honor lock, the test will open tomorrow, which is Sunday, June 2nd, and will close at midnight on Tuesday, June 4th. A reminder that an external webcam is required in order to test remotely, and that the webcam must be positioned to view your entire workspace, not your face, but your entire workspace. That's your keyboard, the computer screen, your papers, your calculator, just as if we were proctoring the exam in person. We would want to see your workspace, not your face. You can also test in person at one of our LSSC testing centers, either Monday, June 3rd or Tuesday, June 4th, during one of their available appointments, and appointments are required at least 24 hours in advance. In either case, you will be able to use your formula and tables packet, which is posted here to the main page of our Canvas course. This is something that those of you who are testing at home will need to print and show to the camera prior to beginning your test to make sure that no additional notes have been added, that only what is included in the packet is what is being used. Those of you who are testing in person, these formulas and tables will be provided to you by the test proctor at the testing center. In either case, I wanted to also draw your attention to the fact that under the Module 2 link, I have posted not only our PowerPoint notes and our traditional lecture videos and guided notes, but I've also included a video on how to calculate standard deviation by hand using the formula. You will have one problem on the test where you will have to do this, calculating standard deviation by hand. And that problem in my math lab will not give you points even if you enter the correct answer until I am able to review your written work. So even if you have a perfect test and there have been no errors at all, my math lab will not show you a 100% test score until I am able to grade that written work. That said, for those of you who are testing remotely, you will have to scan and upload your written work within 10 minutes of submitting your test in my math lab through the assignments link here and under the Test 2 written work assignment. If you do not do this within 10 minutes of submitting your work, I will not be able to give you credit for that work, and any questions that you have answered where the work is not supported, you may find yourself losing some points after the fact. Now, why the 10-minute requirement? Because we have manual calculations that will be graded for points, students who are testing at home should not have an unfair advantage over students who are testing in person in terms of having additional time to do those manual calculations. So that 10-minute submission is our way to ensure that students testing at home have just as much time to show those manual calculations as the students who are in an in-person proctored setting. Now let's go back to that Module 2 link where I've posted the videos. I have received numerous questions this week about how to use the calculator. I have posted several calculator videos, including how to enter a list of values into your list editor, how to edit, clear a list, recover it if you accidentally deleted it from view. I've also posted videos on how to calculate mean, standard deviation, median, quartiles, minimum, maximum, etc. for both the TI-8384 series as well as the TI-36X Pros. And lastly, I've posted some videos on how to calculate the linear correlation coefficient R and how to calculate the y-intercept and slope for that regression line. And if you have run this command and R is not displaying, it very well may be that there is a dormant command that has to be woken up and activated, and I have included instructions on how to do that through these videos. So please visit those. They are intended to help you use the calculator effectively. Now, aside from that one problem where you have to use the standard deviation formula to calculate standard deviation manually, you are free to use your calculator for all other calculations. And when you are calculating standard deviation using the calculator, remember that it will display as SX, not sigma X. Sigma X is never to be used because it uses an adjustment to the formula that is not what we're looking for when calculating the standard deviation for a sample of values. So always SX and not sigma X. I hope that you have found this to be very helpful. If you do have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me individually. Please remember that there are no extensions to assignments or to tests, so plan carefully so that you complete everything that is due tonight, as well as your test by Tuesday, June the 4th. Good